Day 3, Cooking with Helene. William Hobie Smith, 2024.
The question is, what do you do when you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and you're rested and it's dark and you have no lights and no electricity? Well, that's the time you clean out your refrigerator. And that's what I did this morning. And we've left it open so it can catch what cool air there is and sorted through everything. I've got 2 bags of stuff to throw out, mainly from the freezer up here, that were just too thawed for me to trust to eat. What I'm keeping here are obviously my canned drinks, my flours. I have several different varieties because I do some baking, and my condiments here, which are mostly probably okay. Some of which I'd had for years and years, and the due dates are expired, God only knows how long ago. So I'm throwing those out and keeping which ones appear to be good. Generally things that are vinegar-based or wine-based or oil-based will stay. This may or may not include salad dressings, however. Some of those will go bad on you. If it don't smell good, don't eat it, throw it out. If you have any doubts about it, throw it out. They did restore the lines in front of my house, but they tell me Georgia Power has not connected to the substation yet. So they've got the lines up, but there's no juice to run to them. All right, we'll just continue to stay here and stick it out, do what work we can. We've got another weather system coming in like tomorrow. The fringe of another hurricane looks like will hit us. So 80% chance of rain tomorrow and maybe very heavy rain. So we shall see. I'm cleaning up outdoors as I can and burning up as much of the lightweight tops with leaves on them as I can, just to get those out of the way and get my burn pile clear. Ultimately, I'm going to have to mow this lawn and rake it, and I want to get ready for that. Well, this is Friday morning, and we are still without power, and we have just cooked out of our refrigerator freezer. And what this is mashed potatoes with chipped up pepperoni. The pepperoni packages are basically preserved meats, so they give you protein that you can have without refrigeration mostly, although once you open it, it does best to keep it cool or refrigerated or shut up somehow. And the mashed potatoes were in my refrigerator freezer, and I had put them in another cooler and put some ice on it, and the ice is now completely thawed, but the contents were still cool last night, so I cooked it and then reheated it this morning, and now dogs and I will enjoy this. My outdoor books like Practical Bow Fishing, Backyard Deer Hunting, Crossbow Hunting, and Extreme Muzzleloading all contain recipe sections in the back that anyone can cook. My new screenplay, The Buzzard Squadron, has been accepted in both London and Tokyo in screenwriting contest. So, it seems that this topic has worldwide appeal. We have got power. So, thank goodness I have 2 freezers. I'd already defrosted one. And I put everything in this box freezer along with about 70 pounds of ice, and as you can see, it had started to melt. My rationale is, if it's still cold to the touch, go ahead and refreeze it and it may be okay, but I can't recommend that you do this. That's what I do, and I've salvaged food that way. But nobody else will tell you to do that. So you do that at your own risk. And we have things like these mussels here. They were in water and soaked, but they are still frozen in plastic. Okay. Yes, you can see they're somewhat thawed, but they're still very cold. So these can go right back in the freezer. These are one of my favorite things, and yeah, I can eat these. We nonetheless have some stuff I was doubtful about. So all of this is, yeah, that's going in the dumpster. In my experience, the best way to bail something like this, or a flat bottom boat, is to take a milk jug and cut it. And that way, it'll deform to the flat bottom. And you can scoop with it. And fairly rapidly bail out your freezer or your flat bottom boat. And now that I've got it down this far, you take a rag old flannel pajamas work good. Proceed to sop up and squeeze out the rest. And now we have it dried out, and we are ready to put a deer in it. Now that I have an empty freezer that's clean but not running, and an upright freezer that is running and has comparatively little in it, when I do get a deer or a hog, what I'm going to do with it is process it and put it in the running freezer first. And then, when I accumulate about half a freezer full of meat, transfer it to the box freezer as frozen meat. That way the startup is better, as well as the keeping prospects are better. You don't want to put unfrozen meat into a empty freezer and then start freezing. No, you don't want to do that one. That doesn't work very well. But now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe. Goodbye, God bless, and see you next time.